Welcome back, aviation enthusiasts. Have you ever gazed up at the sky, marveled at the sight of a soaring airplane and wondered, how on earth does that thing stay up there? You're not alone in your curiosity. It's not just about engines and speed. The magic that keeps these massive machines airborne lies in the intricate dance of physics, engineering, and a touch of human ingenuity. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating science of flight to uncover the secrets behind how airplanes defy gravity and take to the skies. To understand how airplanes fly, we need to grasp a few fundamental concepts. First up, we have lift. Lift is the force that counteracts the weight of an airplane, allowing it to stay aloft. But lift isn't created out of thin air, no pun intended. It's all about the shape of the airplane's wings, and a particular principle in fluid dynamics known as Bernoulli's principle. Now, Bernoulli's principle might sound fancy, but it's pretty straightforward. It says that as the speed of a fluid, in this case air, increases, its pressure decreases. Picture the wing of an airplane. It's curved on the top and flat on the bottom. When air flows over it, it travels faster over the curved top surface than the flat bottom. This causes lower pressure on the top and higher pressure on the bottom, creating that essential lift that propels the airplane upward. But lift is just one piece of the puzzle. There are three other forces at play here: thrust, drag, and weight. Thrust is the force that moves the airplane forward. It's produced by the engines, whether they're jet engines or propellers. On the flip side, we have drag. As the airplane moves through the air, it has to push aside air molecules, creating resistance or drag. And lastly, we have weight, the force of gravity pulling the airplane down towards the earth. These four forces are in a constant tug of war. For an airplane to climb, the lift must be greater than the weight, and the thrust must be greater than the drag. To descend, the opposite is true. During level flight, all four forces are balanced. Lift equals weight, and thrust equals drag. So, there you have it. The four fundamental forces of flight: lift, thrust, drag, and weight. And let's not forget our friend Bernoulli and his principle, which is at the heart of how lift is created. To maintain stable flight, these forces must be balanced. But how do pilots achieve this balance? Well, that's a topic for our next scene. Stay tuned. Now let's take a look at how pilots control these forces to maneuver the airplane through the sky. When you're in the cockpit, controlling the airplane isn't just about pushing the throttle and lifting off. There's a whole symphony of elements at play that allow the aircraft to move with grace and precision. The key to this? Control surfaces. These are movable parts of the aircraft's wings and tail that change the airflow and pressure distribution, allowing the pilot to control the plane's attitude, altitude, and direction. Let's start with the ailerons. These are hinged sections on the outer part of each wing. When the pilot moves the control stick left or right, the ailerons move in opposite directions. The aileron on one wing goes up, decreasing lift on that side, and the one on the other wing goes down, increasing lift. This imbalance in lift causes the airplane to roll, which is how pilots steer left and right. Next, we have the elevators. These are hinged sections on the tail of the airplane, and they control the pitch, which is the up and down movement of the airplane's nose. When the control stick is pulled back, the elevators rise, increasing lift on the tail and causing the nose to lift. Conversely, when the control stick is pushed forward, the elevators drop, reducing lift on the tail and making the nose dip. Finally, there's the rudder. This is a hinged section on the vertical part of the tail. When the pilot pushes the left or right pedal, the rudder swivels left or right, causing the airplane to yaw or pivot around its vertical axis. This is used in conjunction with the ailerons to steer the airplane and to help keep the airplane level during turns. By changing the angle of the control surfaces, pilots can alter the airflow around the airplane, allowing them to climb, descend, turn, and even perform aerobatic maneuvers with precision and grace. These control surfaces truly are the unsung heroes of aviation, the subtle yet powerful forces that make flight possible. So, there you have it, folks. The next time you marvel at the sight of an airplane soaring through the sky, you'll have a newfound appreciation for the incredible science and engineering that makes it all possible. Let's take a moment to reflect on the wondrous journey we've embarked on today. We've delved deep into the world of aerodynamics, unraveling the mysteries behind the forces that allow these magnificent machines to defy gravity. We've seen how lift, generated by the unique shape of an airplane's wings, and the fascinating Bernoulli's principle, counteracts the weight of the airplane, enabling it to ascend into the blue yonder. But we also learned that lift doesn't fly solo. Thrust, the force that propels the airplane forward, teams up with lift to counterbalance the forces of drag and weight. Together, these four forces dance a delicate ballet, ensuring the aircraft maintains stable flight. Then we stepped into the cockpit, exploring how pilots masterfully manipulate control surfaces to steer their craft. By adjusting the ailerons, elevators, and rudders, pilots can alter the airflow around the airplane, climbing high, descending low, turning left or right, and even performing mind-boggling aerobatic maneuvers. But it's not just about the science. It's about the marvel of human ingenuity that has transformed our species from earthbound creatures to masters of the sky. It's about the countless engineers, physicists, and pilots who have dedicated their lives to perfecting the art and science of flight. And it's about the sense of awe and wonder that fills us each time we see an airplane etch its path across the sky. So next time you find yourself gazing upward at a passing jet, remember the marvelous dance of forces at play, the intricate ballet of control surfaces, and the brilliance of human innovation that makes it all possible. Thanks for joining me on this exhilarating adventure. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more exciting content, and hit that notification bell to never miss an update. Until next time, happy flying!